Good morning. I'm MJ from Linus Publications, and we are going to do a very short session on Graham Platner. Graham Platner is the person in Maine that is running against Susan Collins for the senator's seat. And it's recently come out that he had a tattoo that has some resemblance to Nazi symbolism. And there have been some, statements from him saying he didn't know. And then there were various statements that said, yeah, that he had on Facebook that he did know. So it's been going back and forth. So I thought this was actually, he seemed like a good candidate when he first announced. He does have the backing of Bernie Sanders. And he is someone that has a military background. He is a hardworking person. He's in the fishing industry, and he's on the younger side. So he seems to have a lot of traits that would work well. So I wanted to take a look at him to see what his chances are against Janet Mills. I believe it's Janet Mills that's running for the seat. Yes, she's also going to be running as a Democrat. So first off, I want to note that in his natal chart, one thing he does have is he's got Mars conjunct Uranus, and it's not a bad angle. But it does mean that you're very quick to act. So quick to anger, quick to take action, sometimes too quick. So you're not really thinking too much. Instead, you may just be acting. Just want to get something done. So it's good in some cases, other cases, maybe not so much. But it's something when you have something like that, you could see where someone might end up going into a tattoo parlor to have something done and then realize later, well, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. So again, that's what something like that would possibly initiate. So let's take a look at some of his angles coming up. Around the 12th of November, he's got Pluto that's going to be trying his north node. And that's a good angle. So it means that he's going along on a path that is, and again, the nodes are associated with, their karmic points. So he's going along where he should be. So even though he doesn't, let's say if he doesn't make it this time, this gives him experience so that maybe he could do it another time. And no, this is his first time running, so first time dealing with all this backlash about something and having to deal with it. Now, unfortunately, right around 12/8, we've got Pluto in conjunct Mercury. Pluto, control, in conjunct can't get here from there. Mercury, statements, plans. So this is indicating that literally his plans are going to be changed. It could be that the GOP digs up other stuff about him, but in some way he can't continue on the path he wanted to, so he has to change things. Now, on 1/9 of the next year, we have the North Node trying Saturn. So this is another good angle. It's showing that, he's very, he's moving in the path that he needs to move in. And Saturn is very, diligent. It wants to get there. But we come up into February and we've got a few things here that I'm sort of looking at and saying, oh, this is, it's a difficult road. He's got Saturn squaring Neptune, and Saturn is direct here. So Saturn is, in effect, he's restrained from, in effect, from the direction or the idealism that he wants, or the idealism he has. So there could be a lot of reasons for this, but I want to hold back before saying anything and see what's happening probably in February. We've got Neptune opposing Venus. Neptune is direct here. Venus would be his supporters. So Neptune, again, sometimes an opposition like this can cause magnetism, but in other cases, it can also cause your voters or your supporters to say, well, geez, I don't know. So this could be other things come up, maybe some scandals. So again, I'm sort of saying, have to see where this goes. We also, and that was on 213 for the Neptune opposing Venus. South Node, which is where we give out, is conjuncting the sun. So at this point, that's a sort of a low point, and it's on his identity. So this could be something that's dredged up maybe from the past that he feels very close to it. It's very close to him, but it's being used in a way that it's not. I don't want to say not nice, but it's not nice because it's not really maybe appropriate. But we'll have to see what comes up. Now, shortly after that, and that's on 222. Shortly after that, on 3-3, Saturn is in conjunct Mercury. So Saturn, is in effect your, you can't get there. You can't get there from here. Mercury is what you're planning. Saturn is in effect the teacher. So it's saying the things just aren't set up right. Now, I did take a quick look at the primary for Maine, and he's got some angles here that are not positive at this point. But, they could be better than the opponent's angles, so we'll see. But I think something's going to be coming up maybe around February timeframe that we want to wait and see what this brings up. And it could be something he can get past, but maybe not. And it could have something to do, with his past history. We saw, the tattoo. But again, first time running first seat. The seat's going to be important. The GOP is going to spare no expense on trying to dig up dirt. And, rightly, they should do this. We should know about our candidates. So hopefully that was short enough for you. And have a great day. Bye now.